electrical wire, that would be the fault of the developer.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And would these wires be any different from the wires in the other units of the building, or wouldn't they all be the same sizes?
It depends on the unit size, Your Honor. But
You
basically,
mean
it's
the
similar.
bigger the unit, the heavier the wire?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So therefore, were there complaints from any other unit owners in the building about the size of the electrical wires?
There are seldom, Your Honor. On my tenure, there are about less than 10, Your Honor.
Who complained about the size of the electrical wires?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were these corrected by the developer?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And did you correct also the complaint and attend to the complaint of Mrs. Corona about the undersized electrical wires?
For that, Your Honor, I don't have an idea because maybe that
So
is
we
already-
shall ask the
Yes, Your Honor.
Ayala Corporation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, the unit of Mrs. Corona is on 31st floor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that the top floor?
Yes, Your Honor.
No, that's the second penthouse she buys in the area. And she had a leaking roof. Did she complain about the leaking roof? I just heard earlier that
Actually, sir, I don't have an idea for that. When she wrote the letter, that's the time I have an idea. But basically, the upper floor of Mrs. Corona is a roof deck already. Your Honor.
was what?
It's a roof deck already, roof deck.
Yes, it's a roof deck. That's why she complained of a leaking roof.
Yes, Your Honor, but I don't have an idea for that because I don't see it personally.
So you don't know if it's actually repaired.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll check with the developer. Now, the billing of 112,000. Ano po? What did that cover? Did that cover 12 months of condominium fees, 6 months, 2 years? Anong breakdown po ng 112,000?
The breakdown of that, sir, is from third quarter of 2009 to first quarter of 2011.
So
approximately
quarter of 2009
1 year and a half, Your Honor.
to first
Quarter
quarter
of 2011.
2011. So that's about 6 quarters.
Yes, Your Honor.
Huh? 3, 4, 7 quarters. Am I correct?
3, 4. Yes, Your Honor. 7 quarters.
7 quarters. At how much per quarter?
Approximately 15,000, Your Honor.
15,000 per quarter. Thank you very much, Mr. President. We'll wait for the, we hope that the prosecution or the defense can invite the developer on their land tomorrow.
The prosecution wants the cross-examination to be started tomorrow.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
But may we have Senator Marcos first, Mr. President?
The gentleman
before we
from Ilocos
dismiss?
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to direct just some very simple questions to the witness. The dates are very important, Mr. Lim, which years, etc. Am I correct in understanding that 2003, the pre-selling for the columns began?
I don't have an idea for that, sir. That is for sales already.
That's so you do not, you cannot, okay. Well then, we'll just, Tower 1, where the Unit 31B, which was bought by Cristina Corona, was completed in 2006.
I don't have an idea also
But
for
I
that,
think
sir.
you did you not testify to that earlier on? That it was completed in 2006?
The whole building itself, sir, Your Honor, 2006.
Yung Tower 1, where Unit 31B is located, is 31...
2006, Your Honor.
2006
The whole
was-
building itself, Your Honor.
So, the entire project was finished in 2006?
The Tower 1, Your Honor.
The Tower 1, where the Unit 31B is located?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. So, but the first... the duties, the duties that were being charged were first charged in 2009. Is that correct? The dues sorry, not duties, the dues, the condominium dues. With the first time they were charged to Mrs. Corona were in 2009.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why is there a 3-year interregnum between the time that the unit was finished? I would presume when you say finished, it's ready to be moved into. And since they had already had the contract to buy the unit, why did they not start, why did the management corporation not start charging condominium dues in 2006 when the unit was complete? Ted.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I don't have an idea for that. But basically, maybe there's a complaint. Mrs. Corona has a complaint with the developer itself. Maybe that is the reason why.
What other possible reasons could there be for that 3-year delay between the time that the unit was completed and dues were starting to be charged or demanded by the management corporation of Mrs. Corona?
Basically, sir, on our records only, we started billing 2009. For that, sir, I don't have an idea already.
Very well. Perhaps the defense can help us out here because that is a critical, I think that is a critical period, the 3-year period, and it will give us a better indication as to whether or not, or when, what year that...
As I understand it, Your Honor, the obligation to pay dues commences from the time that you are recognized as the owner of the unit. Before that time, it is whomever the owner of the unit is that pays dues to the condominium corporation. As you know, membership in the corporation is premised on ownership of the unit. Without that nexus, there is no obligation to pay dues.
Very well. So what the implication that is being made, at least by the defense counsel, was that the management corporation did not, in fact, recognize Mrs. Corona as the owner. Is that
that is the implication I'm trying to draw.
And Mr. Lim, the reason that you cite for that non-recognition until 2009 of Mrs. Corona as the owner, that came about because there were still complaints and deficiencies being pointed out by the prospective owner.
I'm not so sure for that, Your Honor, but maybe that is a reason, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, very well. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. President, Senator Pia Cayetano, please.
The gentlelady from Lagtagi.
Mr. President, I direct my question to the witness. Just a follow-through on the line of question also of Senator Marcos. So this particular condominium project was completed sometime in 2006.
Yes, Your Honor, for
Okay.
Tower 1.
Tower 1. And the procedure is for the developer to inform you as project manager that you should start billing the various owners of individual units. Is that how the billing for the condominium dues works?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So sometime in 2006, you started sending out billings to different condominium unit owners, correct?
Yes, Your Honor, that is the procedure.
And so at different periods of time, you would be informed by the developer, something like somebody already purchased this unit, then you can start billing this other unit.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And you did not receive such instructions from the developer until 2009. For the particular unit we are discussing, the one owned by Mrs. Corona.
I just want to clarify, Your Honor. I started working in columns starting 2010.
Correct.
Yes.
But what does your record show?
2009, Your Honor. Third quarter.
That sometime in 2009, you as project manager started billing them.
Yes, Your Honor.
Which means you got some kind of information or direction from the developer that start billing this unit because the owner, there is already an owner. Something to that effect.
Something to that. Yes, Your Honor.
And so henceforth, that was the first time from your records that you started billing.
Yes, Your Honor. Third quarter of 2009, Your
And
Honor.
prior to that, you were testifying earlier, if I remember accurately, that you as project manager, you do not know personally, nor do you have records as to what the status is before 2009 when the billing for condominium dues first started.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Mr. President, yes, in the light of the fact that the prosecution panel will cross-examine tomorrow, we may excuse the witness temporarily, Mr.
All right,
President.
the witness is excused and ordered to return tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mr. President, perhaps we may continue with the other witnesses tomorrow?
May it please the court,
Depends.
Mr. President, with your permission, we would like to rest for the day and present our other witnesses tomorrow.
All right. The majority floor leader.
Mr. President, last March 15, 2012, Counsel for Chief Justice Renato Corona filed a motion asking the House of Representatives, or that House of Representatives Majority Floor Leader Neptali Gonzalez Jr. be directed to show cause why he should not be cited for contempt, and thereafter, if the evidence warrants, to declare Representative Gonzalez guilty of contempt of court. Mr. President, I move that the presiding officer rule on the motion.
In accordance with the decision of the caucus this noon on this matter, the motion of the defense is denied. That's the ruling of this court.
Thank you, Mr. President. May we ask the Sergeant at Arms to make an announcement?
Sergeant at Arms will now make the announcement.
Please all rise. All persons are commanded to remain in their places until the Senate President and the Senators have left the session hall.
Mr. President, there being no other business for the day, I move that we adjourn until 2 o'clock in the afternoon of Tuesday, March 20, 2012.
Any objection? Hearing none, the trial is hereby adjourned until 2 o'clock in the afternoon of Tuesday, March 20, 2012.